Welcome to the Wild Planet HD channel. Today's episode is about the Briard, a historic shepherd with a heart of gold wrapped in a shaggy coat. You know, there's this old French saying that just perfectly sums up the Briard, a heart of gold wrapped in a goatskin coat. It really gets to the heart of this dog's spirit, doesn't it? That tough, rugged exterior is all about protecting a loyal and incredibly gentle soul inside. It's a theme we're going to see again and again today.
So, here's our game plan. We're going to follow the Briard's amazing journey all the way from the fields of ancient France, track its meteoric rise to fame, and then see where this incredible breed is at today.
Okay, let's rewind the clock. Way back. Our story kicks off centuries ago out in the sprawling plains of the historic Brie region in north-central France.
You know, the breed's official French name, Berger de Brie, literally just means shepherd from Brie. And it's not just a name, it's its whole resume. It tells you exactly where it's from and what it was born to do. And its job wasn't just herding, it was also a full-time guardian.
The Briard basically had two super important jobs. First, it was an absolute master at herding, keeping huge flocks of sheep from wandering off into precious crops. But at the same time, it was a fierce defender, always on guard, ready to protect its flock from any danger. So, you might be wondering, how does a rustic farm dog from the French countryside become this officially recognized breed that's known all over the world? Well, its journey from the pasture to the pedigree is a pretty long and fascinating one. This timeline really lays out the whole story. I mean, look at this. We see its first written mention way back in 1783. Almost a century later, it pops up at the Paris Dog Show. Then, in 1885, we get the first official registration in the French stud book, which is basically the official family tree for the breed. But then you see that gap for the World Wars. The breed was pushed to its limits, serving as military dogs, and their numbers just plummeted. It's amazing they survived it all, before finally getting that full international recognition in 1954. So, the breed survived the wars, which is incredible in itself. But what happened next? Well, nobody saw that coming. The Briard didn't just bounce back, it had this massive surge in popularity. It really became a superstar in the dog world. To really get what a boom this was, we need to start here. In 1970, the Briard was still kind of a well-kept secret in its home country. There were only 317 new registrations that whole year. But things were about to get crazy. And here's the proof. Just look at this chart. That tiny little bar on the left, that's 1970. A decade later, it shoots up to over 4,000. And it just keeps climbing, hitting an unbelievable peak just 6 years after that. That's not growth, that's an explosion. And here we are, 1986, the absolute peak. Over 6,000 new Briards registered in 1 year. The breed club became the biggest in all of France. But when a breed gets that popular, that fast, it can have a downside. It can lead to some not-so-great breeding practices. And just as quickly as it shot up, the Briard's popularity started to fall off pretty sharply after this peak. So what is it that makes a Briard look like a Briard? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the official blueprint of the breed, from its impressive size to that signature shaggy coat. Okay, first off, this is a big, powerful dog. Males can stand up to 68 centimeters tall. And that coat, it's long, it's coarse. People often say it feels goat-like. It comes in these solid colors like black, fawn, and gray. But beyond all that, there's one feature that is an absolute dead giveaway. And that brings us to the telltale sign. If you really want to know for sure if you're looking at a purebred Briard, there's one specific place you have to check. Its back legs. They've got something pretty unusual going on. Yep, you heard that right. The Briard is required to have double dew claws on its hind legs. This isn't just some weird quirk. It's a non-negotiable hallmark of the breed written right into the official standard. If a dog has only one or none at all, it's actually a disqualifying fault in a dog show. All right, let's pass forward to today. The world has changed, and so has the Briard's job. It's moved from the pastures into our homes, and with that comes a new focus on its health and how it fits into our modern lives.
So how long can you expect to have one of these guys by your side? Well, a recent study from 2024 gave us a pretty clear number, a median lifespan of 12.6 years. That puts the Briard right around the average for all dog breeds, which is great news.
And this is where the story gets really amazing. This ancient breed is actually at the forefront of cutting-edge science. Back in 2001, scientists used gene therapy in a landmark study that actually restored sight to Briard puppies born with hereditary blindness. Just incredible. It offers so much hope for dealing with genetic issues in the future.
So that leaves us with this big question. This dog has traveled from ancient French fields all the way to the frontiers of genetic science. It's proven over and over how resilient and adaptable it is. So, what could possibly be next for this incredible heart of gold in a goatskin coat? Our episode is ended. Thank you for watching, and see you with another video.